I've been here for almost a year now.
My name is Autumn Varler. I've been here since January. I am the lead infant teacher.
My name is Angela Osley. I am the assistant teacher to the lead, Miss Sandy. I have been at the Y for a little over a year and a half.
Hi, I'm Lillian Vargas. I've been with the Y preschool for 3.5 years.
Hi, my name is Julia. I am the one-year-old teacher. I have been here since December.
I am Amber. I am an assistant in the toddler room. I've been here for almost 6 years this month actually.
I started as an assistant in the preschool room and I really liked it, but then I started in here as an assistant and I loved it. Like, I love the little kids. I love this age.
I think because my kids are grown, it kind of fills that void that I have, Babies are so special and there's just like an amazing feeling that you get being around them. And I just miss those days. So just being here brings all that back.
I have never had a teaching career. I was honestly never interested in one when I was younger. I was a stay-at-home mom until my daughter was in kindergarten. And then that's when I wanted to go back and get into the workforce. And then a position for an assistant teacher came up and I got it. And honestly, ever since then, it was like the best thing because I love it. And I actually went back to school to get my CDA, and I'm gonna go back to get my bachelor's degree in teaching elementary.
I love being here. I love working with the kids. I love the progress you see from the moment they walk in through that door, of being shy, of not knowing, let's say, how to take turns or even how to hold your scissors or hold your pencil. We see that progress going on as they keep coming, and the routine we always have, that by the end of, let's say, 2 to 3 months, we see them holding their scissors correctly. We see them holding that pencil correctly. It's such a good feeling to know that you had part with that, so I really enjoy that.
I've been a third grade teacher too, not only just the ones, but I've also had experience with pretty much up to 4th grade. Teaching 3rd grade was definitely different than teaching the 1-year-olds. There's a lot of developmental things that you have to worry about, make sure that they're developing before they get to the next room.
Well, I think for almost all of us, we have a teacher out there that we had that you remember. I mean, I very vividly can remember certain ages and grades that I was in school that I remember that teacher. And for me, it's such a joy working in the toddler room with 2-year-olds because I get to see them for 3 years go through our program. And so I've been here 6 years, so a lot of those kids who are my first group kids are in 1st or 2nd grade now. And sometimes they come back through the hallways with their younger siblings who now attend here, and it's just so fun to still know that they know who you are and seeing how they're thriving in school. I'm growing every day as a teacher and learning new tactics and new things that work, and working with the parents on what are you doing at home, what's working well for you at home, what can we do here with you.
Like, I always used to say, like, well, I'm just a preschool teacher, but like my mom always said, like, okay, but like, you tie your shoes. Who taught you how to tie your shoes? Who taught you how to use the bathroom on your own? Who taught you how to brush your teeth? How to even pick up a fork and eat it? Like, you learned that in preschool. So, like, you literally taught them everything they're doing for the rest of their whole lives. So I'm always like, oh, wow, like, that makes sense. And that's cool.
It's the reminder, again, of that bond, that loving nature that some of these kids may not be getting any of that, So just constantly giving them that love and affection and all of that, because when they go home, you never know, the impact that you're making on their lives in that aspect. I think just having that compassion and the love for them, because how could you not love them? But yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, just that reminder of how much your love for them is going to help them through everything. You may be that one person that they think about later on down the road that loved them, when sometimes they may not feel so loved.
I never in a million years thought I would ever want to have a career with children, and giving the opportunity to work has been like the greatest thing ever. And I would say to the people of Porter County, Valparaiso, thank you for giving me a chance to be with your amazing children and watching them grow and talking and getting to know their families and them more personally, and it's just been like I've made lifelong friends, and it's been the greatest, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
You have to have patience. To have this kind of job, you have to have patience, because not all the kids come from the same environment. Not all the kids are raised the same, and they all come with different personalities, different attitudes, and you have to have the love for kids. If you don't, this is not a job for you. You really have to love the kids, and you got to pretend, is this my kid? If this was my kid, what would I do? You know, and you would want that teacher of your kid to be just as patient, to give them so many chances. You know, because that's what it is. Everybody deserves a chance to get better.
I want to thank my teachers from first grade, because a lot of the things that she did is something that I really want to implement in my classroom. I also want to thank my parents for believing in me. The impact that you are making is really big, and even if there's a day that you don't feel like there is always another time where you see that you actually made a big impact.
We are a place that families still come back to even after their kids have graduated onto school. So you still see them on summer camp days that they're here. And so it's just fun to like literally watch these kids grow up here and knowing that you are making a difference. And my kids attended preschool here, so I get to see the impact that the teachers made on them and how it's affecting them now that they're in school. So there are days that I mess up and I'm not the best teacher in the world, and I know that, but the kids don't think that. They still love playing and learning and coming into school, and so I think that you have to give yourself some grace on that of it's challenging being a teacher, but it is very rewarding, it's fulfilling, it's cup filling, and that's where we also depend on one another, like working with other employees who also love their jobs on a day that maybe I'm really struggling, like I come in, man, like I had a really rough morning with my kids and I have to jump into new kids, that you have to kind of depend on one another. That's where you also need that community with one another, of just building one another up and encouraging one another. And like I said, the kids don't see us as messing up. Like you could be like, wow, I really was struggling today. And they're like, oh no, you are great. I love you. You're the best teacher ever. And so I think that just having to give yourself some grace and knowing that like it is hard, but teaching is also not for everybody. And if it's been something that's been placed on your heart, then you've been given a gift to give to these kids and to help them grow and eventually thrive and become part of the community. And you never know who you're impacting. Like I said, I talked earlier about having that teacher in mind that I can think of, and she's why I'm here and becoming a teacher. And like, you don't know with these young kids, maybe you're impacting the influence for them, that they're like, wow, I love my teacher, maybe that's what I want to do when I grow up someday.